Well, Mr. Blank, it's that time of the year. We have to start thinking about who's going to stay and who's going to leave for the Falcons. Yeah. No, yeah, I get it. I wish everyone could be a Falcon for life, but clearly that can't happen. Who comes to mind when you think of who needs to leave? Shit. What's going on, Falcons fans? Logan here. Welcome back to Wrestling Rundown, and if you're new here, welcome. It is officially time where the Atlanta Falcons have to decide who's going to stay and who's going to get released for the 2022 offseason. And in this video, I really only went over players that people are kind of back and forth over. Like, part of the fan base wants this player to stay and part of the fan base wants this player to go. I'm not going to go over players that I don't think anyone's really discussing that much. Like, I mean, no offense to players like, Eric Harris or Mike Davis, but we kind of know where this is headed, right? So we're going to go over players that, and I feel terrible for saying that, by the way, but we're going to go over players that, we're kind of going back and forth over, but I will go over the players that I feel should be released first and then who I think should stay. And the first player on my list that I think needs to get released is Isaiah Oliver. Now, this one's frustrating because it seems like every single year, everyone absolutely hates what he does during the season. And then as soon as it hits the offseason, everyone's always like, oh no, we got to give him a chance. Come on, he showed flashes. Come on, give him a chance. They do this every year. And it's like, okay, do you all want him to stay or do you want him to leave? In my opinion, I think he should go. I'm tired of all these flashes, and as soon as he does do good, last year he gets injured. I'm done. I'm so done waiting on Isaiah Oliver. I just don't think he's the guy. There are plenty of other great corners in this upcoming draft, and we also already got great corners to develop. Anyway, I'm done waiting on Isaiah Oliver. I think he needs to go. The next player that I'm sure all of us are frustrated right now with is Dante Fowler Jr. I'm not going to discuss this one for too long. Dante Fowler he's got to go. He's stealing money. Well, I don't want to say he's not stealing money, but he's definitely just not doing what we all had hoped. Let's just say that. He's not really producing at the level we wanted him to, and I was excited for it, and I really do wish him the best of luck, but unfortunately, it doesn't really look like this is going to go anywhere, so no, I don't want to keep Dante Fowler. And then the next player that I think should get released is a little sad to talk about, but Dion Jones. He's not the same player anymore. He's getting beat in coverage. He never really was a good tackler, but it's getting worse. It's getting embarrassing, and I see some people kind of defending him simply because, he had more tackles than most other players on the team, but tackles are so overrated. That could mean anything. What if he was beaten in coverage and he had to tackle that guy? A tackle is such an overrated stat. You can't look at the box score and think that Dion Jones, and no offense, I'm so tired of being Mr. Harsh, mean guy here, but you can't look at the box score and tell me that Dion Jones played good. He didn't. And he's also got this big contract extension that I feel if you let him go, we could save a little more money. So unfortunately, I do think Dion Jones is one of those guys that I think needs to go. But those are all the players that I think should get released. And now we're going to go on to players that I think the Falcons should keep. And I have 3 of those players that we should keep. And I think 2 of them are maybe controversial, but I'll go over the obvious one. We got to find a way to keep Earl Patterson. Do I need to explain more? No, I don't. Let's move on. All right, so this one's a little controversial. Some people are saying that this guy should stay, but most people I think are saying he should go. But I actually kind of think you should keep Hayden Hurst. Now, I get it. Yeah, if you trade him, you could get more cap space or, I don't know, something like that. And we do have a lot of tight ends already. And it's not like Hayden Hurst does a whole lot for us right now. But I think you should keep him because, first off, with such a young, inexperienced roster, why not keep not a veteran, but like a guy that's been around for a good while, and he's still kind of young, and you can still develop him a little bit. I do think he likes playing in Atlanta, and I think the team likes him, and he's also he's talented. Like, he's a good player to keep on that Arthur Smith offense, and I think he would like to work with more than just Kyle Pitts at tight end. It does also look like Lee Smith is going to retire, so you're already losing that tight end. I actually kind of understand the move to keep Hayden Hurst, but that's just me. And then the other player that's super controversial is Caleb McGarry. I know he was absolute donkey doo-doo in 2021. I'm not even going to flex, but that offensive line is incredibly inexperienced, and they don't know what they're doing yet. Let's just say that. Or at least they know very little of what they're doing. But I do think Caleb McGarry could stay to just kind of give them a little bit of that, quote-unquote veteran presence. He's not like that old, but like he's been around for a little while, so like you could maybe learn a little bit from him. He's working alongside Chris Lindstrom and Jake Matthews, so like, maybe you could give him a little more time to develop, because there's been like some good moments from Caleb McGarry that I saw from him a little bit. And then also, come on, like our offensive line, there's so many young people. It seems like no matter what we do, we can't just place in this new guy and expect it to work. Like, I think we should have someone sit behind him and learn a little bit, but that's just me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Other than that, I will see you guys with a video this Tuesday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. Love and appreciate you all for the support. And as always, rise up.